What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Premier League predictions. We've got some midweek games, Matchweek 26. Apologies for not uploading any content about the weekend games. I've just been busy, but yeah, let's get into it. We have the predictor here, the table calculator. We're going to enter in all the results and then take a look at what the table will look like after that. So yeah, ads, bro. Let's get into it. Starting off, we have tomorrow's games. We've got Chelsea versus Leeds at Stamford Bridge. Now, this is obviously the reverse fixture of Leeds' massive 3-1 win at Ellen Road that pretty much started this run of form that they're on. I mean, they're in a very, very good run of form. There's that fluke result to Arsenal, but I think they're unbeaten at Ellen Road since that Chelsea game, which is a bit crazy because that game was, back in November. And yeah, Chelsea, I mean, they're on good form in the league. They have won every single game under Liam Rosenior, but went out to Arsenal in the semi-finals. And look, this will be a difficult game for Chelsea, a test. But I think it's obviously a massive advantage being at Stamford Bridge. They tend to play well there. I feel like they play under the lights a lot at Stamford Bridge. I don't know why, but yeah, look, they do have some injuries, but I'm assuming Reece James is back for this game. What Mob thinks no, but maybe he is. Other than that, they don't really have any massive injuries that are new because Levi Colwill's been out the whole season. Leeds have Anton Stash out, which is obviously a blow, but they do have quite a strong team without him. Now, how do I think this game's going to go? I do think Chelsea are going to win. I think Leeds are probably going to give them a game in the first half. But I think Chelsea... I just realised my mic's been quite far away. Is that better? Anyway, I just think Chelsea will have too much for them. I'm going to go with a 3-1 Chelsea win. Next up, we have Everton versus Bournemouth. I'm just going to do that. Now, this is an interesting game. Both teams are quite inconsistent in terms of their performances. They're both unbeaten in their last 5 with 2 wins and 3 draws. Bournemouth, I guess, a good point from behind against Aston Villa. Can we just talk about that Ryan goal? Because the Digne defending was absolutely horrendous. It was disgraceful. And then Everton, a disappointing... Oh shit! Wait. No, I was gonna say disappointing. A good win, good comeback win against Fulham, at Craven Cottage. But yeah, look, both teams are quite unpredictable. You never really know what they're gonna do. Jack Grealish is the only injury for Everton, whereas Bournemouth are missing some key players: Tavernier, Clivert, Tyler Adams, all key players for them. I think Everton will definitely be favourites going into this game, considering that they're at home and they're on that run. But I'm going to go with a draw, I think. I think that they're going to split the points. I'm going to go 1-1. Both teams love a 1-1. And yeah, I think Bournemouth are going to come away from the Hill Dickinson with a point. I don't know, this is just a difficult game to call. I could see either team winning it very easily. Next up, we have Tottenham versus Newcastle. This is one of the games of the weekend. And yeah, look, both teams in pretty poor form. Newcastle went out of the cup to Man City in shocking fashion. 5-1 on aggregate. Yeah, winless in their last 5. Good draw against PSG, but other than that, in domestic football, they've been shocking. Tottenham, the form isn't as bad as it's been at times this season, but considering that both wins came in Europe, they're not doing great domestically as well. I mean, the point against City, comeback point is good, but overall not great, and they put up a pretty poor display against Manchester United being there 10 men. And this list of, unavailable players is ridiculous. I mean, Tottenham always seem to have these insane injuries. Romero is out for 4 games. And this is a pretty tough game to call. I could actually see it going both ways, but I'm going to go for a pretty big, well, not big scoreline, but it would be a big result for the winning team. I'm actually going to go with a 3-1 win for Newcastle. I think that Tottenham are in they've been playing disgraceful football under Thomas Frank, and I think without Christian Romero, who I know people talk about his red cards, but he's a top quality centre back when he's playing well. And I think without Romero, it's going to be a big blow for Tottenham. I think that Newcastle are going to get into things. And yeah, maybe this is the start of something good for Newcastle. Maybe they can make a push for European football because, 12th in the table isn't good. And Tottenham, if the teams around them get a result, they could be in the relegation zone before they know it, which is ridiculous to say, considering that they're literally in the Champions League. But yeah, that's what I'm going to go for this game. Next up, we've got West Ham United versus Man United. Now, this is probably the game that has people most excited this week, considering the fact that Manchester United have the opportunity to finally do it. Finally win 5 games in a row. After that FA Cup exit against Brighton, they've beaten City, Arsenal, Fulham and Tottenham, which is absolutely incredible. Carrick has done a brilliant job, and he's going to the London Stadium with a chance to finally give the United strand a haircut. Now, West Ham have started to pick up form at the right time. 4 wins in their last 5. If you want to discount that Queen's Park Rangers game and just look at the Prem, that's 3 wins out of 4. The Chelsea defeat was quite poor considering that they led 2-0. But, a loss at Stamford Bridge, a narrow loss, it's not the end of the world. But are West Ham making a push for survival? Are they trying to make a great escape? Maybe. And, the relegation battle might start to heat up. United are obviously going to be heavy favourites considering the form that they're in. But I don't know. I just think that West Ham might have something for me. Especially when you look at the head-to-head and you see the West Ham are what? If we just discount friendlies, when was the last time they lost to Manchester United? The 5th of February. They did the double in them last season, got a draw at Old Trafford. I understand that a lot has changed since then, but I don't know, man. And yeah, it goes even further back than that. They've only got 1 win since the 2nd of March. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. 6 games. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go West Ham 1, Man United 1. I think that United are going to drop points at the London Stadium, and I think that West Ham are going to come from behind to do it. We're going to get like a Bruno Fernandes goal in the first half, and then in the last 10 minutes of the game, West Ham are going to get an equaliser, and football social media is going to go into absolute meltdown. Then we move on to the Wednesday night games, starting with Aston Villa against Brighton. Now, Villa, this is a must-win for them. Must-win game because their performances really haven't been very good as of late. A loss to Brentford, a loss to Bournemouth. Wait, what? Where's the Everton game? Am I tripping? Did they not lose at home against Everton? Wait, what? What was that? I'm stupid. Was that far back? Oh, yeah, no, because they had I remember people were talking about the fact that they had a really good week where they won in Turkey and then won at St. James's Park between 2 home losses in the league. Yeah. So that their form goes further back than this. They haven't been that good. This looks decent. But that's back-to-back home defeats in the league without scoring. They have to win this. If they're still going to make a push to, secure Champions League football early, they're going to have to pick up some more points, and they're going to have to play some better football in this because, only 1 Premier League win in 4 games isn't ideal. And then Brighton, they've been in poor form too, just lost at home against a struggling Palace team. Couldn't beat Everton, last-minute equaliser, lost to Fulham, couldn't beat Bournemouth. They had to bail themselves out in the last minute. So it's been a while since they've won a Premier League game. And I just think that Villa are going to play a bit shit, but they're going to get the job done and it's going to be relatively comfortable. I don't think it's going to be a vintage Villa performance, but maybe they break the open with another outside-the-box goal and then just beat them. I think Brighton's struggles are going to continue. I think Villa are going to get a 2-0 win at Villa Park. Then moving on, we've got Crystal Palace versus Burnley. I mean, this could be a relatively interesting game. I mean, Palace, I think that win against Brighton means that they're safe. I mean, even though they've lost, certain players, I still think that they've got some quality in that squad. Adam Wharton, Lacroix, Richards, Henderson, Munoz, Strand Larson is good on his day. Have we seen him yet in the Prem? Did he play against Brighton? I don't even know. I didn't watch that game. But yeah, I mean, Burnley, they've gone down. I think it's just about, what's the word? I don't know. It's completely left my mind. But yeah, I think that Palace are going to just... This is a game that Palace need to win if they're, to completely run away from relegation. I mean, they're what? 9 points off the drop zone. Another win. If West Ham lose and they get another win, they'll be absolutely fine. I never really thought they were going to get relegated anyway. And yeah, I think they'll get it done. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Palace win. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Then Manchester City versus Fulham. Oh shit. My bad. This is a big game. A big game. Man City just got a brilliant win at Anfield. They came from behind, a result that I did not expect. And Fulham have been a bit up and down. They're very inconsistent, as you can see here. Back-to-back losses. Yeah, they can definitely trouble City. But I think this one's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, if you look at the form, I mean, City just absolutely owned Fulham. When was the last time Fulham got a result against them? Jesus, this is actually unreal. What the hell? They owned them, bro. When was the last time Fulham got a good result? Or any kind of result? Oh my god. Was it 2011? Did I miss one? I knew it was bad, but bro, that is crazy. 2011. I know they were in the championship for a bit, but come on, bro. That is insane. Yeah, look here. 0 wins, 20 wins, 2 draws. Oh my days. Yeah, no, we know City are gonna win. I'm really not gonna put too much on this one. I don't think they'll blow them away, but I think they'll get a nice casual 3-1 win. Maybe they go 3-0 up, concede, 2-0 up. I don't know, but shit. Oh my god. My AirPods have just flung across my keyboard. Anyway, yeah, no, that'll be an easy win for them. Now, moving on, we have Nottingham Forest against Wolves. Now, if Wolves were a semi-competent team, this would actually be a relegation 6-pointer, but it's one of those games where villagers have to get the job done. Wolves are on a good unbeaten run, but have lost 3 games in a row against City, Bournemouth, and Chelsea. Forest are going to look to make that 4 in a row. They just had a very, very poor defeat Friday Night Football at Ellen Road. They were 3-0 down in 40 minutes or something. It was abysmal. After, a decent little unbeaten run here, although to be fair, they should have beaten Palace. So yeah, they're really struggling. It's just that Brentford win that was really good. Injury-wise, I mean, they're missing Sells, Murillo, although both of them can play. But this is a game where Forest just have to do it. They have to get the job done. I don't think Wolves will break the Derby record. I mean, it's 4 points. They only need 2 wins or a win and 2 draws, and they'll be fine. I think Forest will do it. I'm going to go for another 2-0 win. Quite a few 2-0s, but yeah, I'm going to go Forest 2, Wolves 0. I think they'll get it done. Now, Liverpool versus Sunderland. The last game of Wednesday night. And this is quite interesting. Liverpool have been in very, very poor form in the league. I think they've got 1 league win since... What is it? 1 league win in 2026 against Newcastle. Is that the stat? I've got a couple of Champions League wins. They've been good in Europe, to be fair, but I mean, yeah, very, very poor against Manchester City. I thought they were good in the second half, but then after Szoboszlai scored that absolute wonder goal, they threw it all away. Injury-wise, I mean, it's just the usual players, Isaac, Frimpong, who have been out for a bit, and then Szoboszlai, obviously with that controversial red card at Anfield, and that's a big loss for them because he He plays very, very well for Liverpool most of the time. They're probably going to have to put Curtis Jones at right back because Frimpong is out. And yeah, I think that they're going to struggle in this game. You know, I thought Sunderland were very, very poor against Arsenal. The form is a bit up and down. They're not exactly flying like they were earlier in the season. But Liverpool have to win. If they're going to get Champions League football, they have to win. Because Sunderland, I mean, they're not really fighting for anything. I mean, they are in that European race, but I doubt they'll get a European spot. Liverpool have to win because they are 4 points behind 5th place Chelsea. 5 points behind Manchester United. If Manchester United beat West Ham, they will be 8 points behind Man United. That is insane. They need to win this game no matter what. And I don't know. This one's really difficult. By the way, I am just like, I didn't even think about any of these games beforehand. So I'm just going off the dome here. This is how these predictions are going to be. They're just going to be off the dome. This is going to be very, very tricky for Liverpool. Sunderland, they've still got a very good home record. They're still unbeaten at home. Are Liverpool going to be the first team to win at the Stadium of Light? No, they're not. I'm going to go 2-2. I think it's going to be a draw. And Liverpool are in serious trouble if they don't win this game. I don't think Slot is going to get sacked before the end of the season. But yeah, they are in massive, massive trouble if they don't get the job done against Sunderland. Last but not least, the only Thursday night game, Arsenal's trip to the G-Tech Community Stadium. We've got a very good record there. I mean, there was that one loss that we had in that season. But I mean, the last 4 games there have all been wins, including that cup game. In the Prem, I mean, I know we dropped points to them at home last season, but that was, you know, when our season was pretty much done. Other than that, we've got a very good record against Brentford, unbeaten since that game in 2021. And this is the type of game where Arsenal just have to win. I mean, Brentford, they're doing much better than most people would have thought. Can they make a push for Champions League places if Liverpool are in it? Why not Brentford? They're literally behind Liverpool by 1 goal. 1 goal, and it's goals scored. It's not even goal difference. They've conceded less goals than Liverpool. That is crazy. I think they still have one of the best home records in the league. 6th with a game in hand from United and Arsenal. If they win, which I don't think they will, they'll be up there, yeah. It's just their away record that, well, pretty much the same, really. But yeah, look, Arsenal, I think City are going to win, which means the gap will be 3 points going into this game. Just win. You know, the G-Tech's a very difficult place to go. We've seen Liverpool lose there. We've seen Chelsea draw there. We've seen United lose there. Tottenham drew there. Have Villa been there? Have Villa been there? I know Villa lost it at home. Yeah, they have. When was that? When the hell was that? Oh, was that? Yeah. That was when Villa weren't scoring. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, look, this is obviously going to be a difficult game for us, but we just have to win. Just keep the gap to 6 points, maybe 8 or 9, depending if Fulham have something for me, which I don't think they do. You know, the reverse fixture was a comfy 2-0 win in the end, but we didn't play great. Although we did have a rotated squad, I'm expecting it to be, you know, a relatively strong team. Well, not relatively strong, what am I talking about? Our full-strength team with availabilities, considering that our game on the weekend, I believe, is FA Cup against Wigan. Am I right? Is it FA Cup this weekend? Yes, it is. So, yeah, full-strength team. I think we're going to get the job done. I'm going to go for a 2-0 away win, which is a very good result. Maybe we concede, I don't know, but just win. Just go to the G-Tech and win. And yeah, those are my predictions. Now, this is what the table looks like going into this weekend. But if we click that calculate button, we do have a few changes. Chelsea leapfrog United, go into the top 4, which means Villa are now 4 points clear in 3rd following their win against Brighton. Only 3 points behind City, 9 points behind Arsenal. So, I mean, maybe are they still in it? I never thought they were. Liverpool were really bailed out by that United draw. I mean, they had the opportunity to close the gap to 2 points, and only 3 points behind Chelsea. Oh no, sorry, 3 points and 4 points because they drew. Yeah, I mean, Newcastle up to 10th. Tottenham are only 5 points above the relegation zone because I had West Ham drawing. And they're level on points with 17th place Forest. Oh my god. Spurs have to win. Other than that, nothing too crazy. I think the rest of the table is pretty much the same. Palace are now 11 points clear of the relegation zone, so they're safe as I said they would be. Could Brighton get reeled in? I don't know. But yeah, those are my Premier League predictions for Matchweek 26. I'll come out with FA Cup predictions before the weekend's games. But yeah, leave in the comments below how you think these games are going to go, what I got right, what I got wrong. And make sure to do all the normal YouTube stuff, like, hype, subscribe, do all that. There's going to be more regular football content on here, including match reactions to the Brentford game. I haven't decided which game I want to watch tomorrow. Do I want to hate watch United, or I was actually thinking of maybe watching Napoli Como in the Coppa Italia, because I've been hearing that Como are really fun to watch, and I've hardly watched them like ever. So maybe I'll give that game a watch. But if it's going to be a Prem game, it's probably going to be United West Ham. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace.